So we'll start now with the SAS advanced queries. So let me go ahead into the program window. Here we'll start with the SAS advanced queries. For SAS advanced queries, what we'll start here. So we'll talk about the return statement, we'll talk about the sum and addition, we'll talk about the PROC compare, we'll talk about the PROC update, use of first dot, last dot, how to go for PROC ranking, how to go loops and arrays, how to go for summary report and charts. These are something which we're going to do one after another. So first thing what we'll do here, we'll go for starting with the return statement. What is the use of return statement? I'll give an example to you guys. Right? So what I'll do here, let me see the data set, what data sets I have. I don't have a data set called May 2025. So I'll go back to my raw data. If I go to the session 3 data, I see there's a table called made_2025. Now this table, this Excel file is having a tab called made_store. I want to go for importing this table to my SAS environment. So what I'll do first, going to the raw data here, I will right click, upload the file. I'll choose the file from the data where I want to go for reading this data file, which is made_2025.xlsx. Since the file has loaded to your SAS, now the next step, you want to import the file. How will import the file? We'll write options valid var name is equal to v7. Then we have to write proc import out is equal to day3 dot made_2025 is a data set. I want to give it name, and I want to give this data file name data file, which is going to be the file path of this file, which I want to copy this here and I want to paste it here. Then I can say dbms is equal to xlsx replace sheet, which I want to read here, made_store. If I run this program, what I see here, my data set has been created. So my data set has been created with what? 5112 observations and 24 columns. What will I do here? Let me go and create a new table data called made_select set. I want to read this data from this data set here. Then I can write here keep customer_ID. Then I want to put this company, gender, age, state, _code, then town. Then I want to put number of trips. Then I want to go for spend_amount that I want to read from the table. When I run this program, I got the data set is created with the name called made_select, where you have variables like customer ID, company, gender, age, state code, number of trips, and spend amount. Now, what is happening guys here? By default, when you go for creating a data set, you see the variables are coming in this format. Now, what I'll do here, I'll create made select version 1. Okay. Now, in this version 1, what I want to do here, I want to interchange the field. So what does it mean? I want to bring gender before company. I want to bring age before company. Now, I want to keep these informations. Customer ID, gender, age, then I want to keep the company. Now, when I go for creating this data set using keep this variable, does it follow the same? Does it follow same guys? No, right? It is going by what? Customer ID, company, gender, age. It is not coming as given keep statement with what? Gender, age, then company. Does it interchange? It is not interchanging. Are you getting this guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what will you do here in this case? You can also use keep statement. Before keep, you can also use this through retain statement. If you do this retain statement with keep statement, what will happen? Since your data set is being created, it is going by customer ID, gender, age, then company is coming. So what I can say here, when we want the variable position to be changed in the data set, we use retain statement with selected list of variables. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Are you getting this, everyone? Is this clear?
Return
Another
has to be
one.
before keep only.
Sorry?
Return has to be before keep.
Before set statement, yes.
Okay, before set.
Okay, we also use retain statement to create the row number or initiate calculation. What does it mean? For example, I can create here, I want to go for adding a row num. What I want to add here, guys? Row num. Can you see this? I will say retain row underscore num is 0. Are you getting this? Then I want to retain this, retain row num plus 1. What is happening here in this data set? You are creating a row number. For retaining row number, you're starting with 0. Then you're adding row number plus 1. If you run this query, what is happening here in this data set, there is a row number has been created which is coming as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Had it been happen, retain row number as 1000, what would be the output now? Tell me, guys.
1001.
It will start with what? It'll start with 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. Making sense, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Clear now? Okay. Now, how to create row number in a data set? To create a row number, simply, guys, we can simply write here row num is equal to underscore n underscore. If you write underscore n underscore, it is going to create a row number as a new variable for you in the data set. Can you see this, guys? It is coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, the
Yes.
row number is created. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, next question is that how to select every alternative row values from a data set. So you want to go for retrieving 1, 3, 5, 7 like that. How do you go for doing this? Since you have created a row number data set, or simply we can go here, mode of row number equal to mode of okay. So what I'll do here, I can create row is equal to underscore n underscore. Now I want to give a condition if mode function of this row, or maybe this row number with 1, 3, 2 is equal to 0. If you do that, what will happen now, guys? You can see it is selecting the observation which is 2, 4, 6, 8. What is this mode function doing? Mode means anything which is divisible by the row number which is divisible by 2 and the remainder is coming to 0. That is what is going to come here. Are you getting this, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is how ultimately your output is coming, that you are taking every alternative row number 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 like this. Now in that case also, if you go for looking at the row number which is going to be the odd, you can also give a condition for odd numbers, right? There is a function called odd. If row number is equal to odd number, then you can select only the odd row number. This is one of this example. Now next is how to create a new data set from an existing data set where randomly pulling 100 observations. So how to go for random pulling observations from a data set? For example, let me go for running this program without this. What is happening, guys, here? Your data set is having row number of what? 1, 2, 3, 4 is given up to what? 5, 1, 1, 2. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Now, if I want to go for 100 random observations, I write PROC survey select data is equal to this dataset name, right? Now you will write here n is equal to 100. Method is equal to sample random selections, out is equal to made select version 2 and run. If you're using proc survey select, data is equal to dataset name, sample is 100, sample random selection method, and out new dataset name is going to made select version 2. If you run this program, what is happening here in the output window version 2? It is having 100 observations, but each observations are coming randomly row number. Can you see 18, 156, 285, 295, 305? It's a randomly 100 observations has been pulled from the dataset, which is called this. Is this clear to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Now the next thing I want to do here, which is called sum and addition. What is the difference? I remember I was appearing for IBM interview where this question was asked to me. So let me give this example to you here, guys. I have given product, which is called Apple, Dell, Lenovo, HP, and Acer. What I see here, I put here India, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, okay, then Australia. I put it here, random between 100 to 900. These are the units has been sold out. So I just copy this data, Control C, paste special values. What will I do here? I delete some values intentionally from the table. Is this clear to all of you guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. What I'll do here, I'll create data prod underscore sales. Input, the field name is prod. Then I go for India, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan. I can go for giving these values out here. Then I can say run. Here I can write in file cards DSD DLM is equal to 09x. What I do here, I use miso as an option. Why I did this? Because I want to see this data, proc print data is equal to prod underscore sales. When I run this program, what is it happening here? It is given the output, which is going to be this way. 827, this is all given as product, country-wise, how the sales is given. Now, what I'm doing here, I write data prod underscore sales, set prod underscore sales. Here, I want to create total underscore sales using addition, which is going to be your all the country name here, which is plus, 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 and plus. I also go for getting total sales here, where I'm using sum. What I'm using here, sum, I take all the countries name here by putting comma, 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 and comma. Now I run this program here. I say proc print data is equal to product underscore sales. If I run this program, what is happening guys here? First of all, when you say addition, wherever the dot is coming, it is not making sum of this, saying all dot value is missing. Yes or no, guys? Addition cannot make summation to the series values if the series values are missing in between. However, if you're using sum function, it is considering the missing value as 0 and making sum of all to get these values. So which one is always suggested? Shall you go for addition with the table or shall you go for sum function to addition? What will you go for, guys?
Sum function.
Sum function. So in addition, if the series values are missing, it cannot make the sum of expression values. However, in sum function, in the series missing values, it reads as 0 and make the sum of whole series to the expression. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
understood? Right. Now, this is what the interview question will come to you. What is the difference between sum and addition? You should be understanding this. Very next, I want to talk to you guys here is called PROC compare. What is called PROC compare? Now, let's do some example to understand how PROC compare actually works. Are you there with me, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have these two tables. Product sales 1, product sales 2. I have a product, I have a sales is given. Apple for 800, Dell for 300, 500, HP for 300. Apple for 1000, Dell for 500, Acer for 300. What is the changes? What is the difference you see in product sales 1 and sales 2? Tell me, guys. What difference you see in these two? What difference you see? First of all, there are two data sets. Yes or no?
Apple sales is more.
Right. So
in
Apple sales is
data.
it increased by 2,200.
And
Dell
that
remains same. In the
is
first table, there is a product called HP, but in the second table, there is a new product called Acer. Ultimately, if I want to see the table, it is Apple, Dell, HP, and Acer is the output. Yes or no, guys? Everyone.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I run this program using these two, I can simply see my output is coming like this. Now, what will I do here? What will I do here is that I'll be going for seeing the result by PROC compare. So I'll write a program here saying PROC compare base data set. My base data set is here product sales 1, right? Compared to compare data set name is going to product sales 2. Now what happens? If you run this program, it goes to the result window. It says that you can read this here. What is it saying here? It's saying your comparison, the compare procedure saying that there are two data sets, prod sales 1, prod sales 2. It is having two variables, three observations both. Number of variables is common, is two variables are common. Now look at the here in the observations. The first observations 1, 1, unequal observations 1, 1, last unequal observations 3 and 3. That means the third observation, both the tables are different. How? Number of observations in common 3. Total number of observations read from this table 3, 3. Number of observations with some compared variables unequal is 2. What is unequal is 2? You go by looking at this Acer and HP. These are two observations which is unequal. What is equal? When you look for the value for what? Which is the value you are comparing here? You are comparing the value here for, I don't know, I just increase the font. It's creating the, okay, that is fine. So when you did a comparison here, Dell and Dell, both are same. It's saying result window. It is having one is equal. Okay. Ultimately, it's saying here, in both the tables, what is unequal? HP and Acer, there's a third observations. What is the delta in terms of Dell first observation 800 and 100? The difference is 200, which is 25% difference in the data. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what is
Yes.
PROC compare doing? When you have two data sets, you want to do apple to apple comparison, you will go for using what? PROC compare for that. Clear now? If you run PROC compare, you can use var sales. Only the variable sales you want to do a comparison. You can see the output is coming. Where you can do a comparison only for the sales. And you can see the delta is for 25%. Is this clear now, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
That's how we go for using PROC compare. Now I'll go for the next, which is called PROC update. Now let's see what is PROC update and how do we use that. Here is an example for the PROC update, right? So let's go here. You have product price 2020 January. You have product price 2020 February. If you run these two programs, what you see, product price 2020 January is given Apple, Dell, Acer, Asus, Lenovo, and Samsung. These are the prices given. If you go for 2020 February, this is also given. These are the price. Now, what is the difference in these two? I want to ask you guys if you compare this and let me know the result out of them. So what I'll do here, I'll just print these two output. and I want you to do this comparison to tell me what is happening. Okay, so guys, tell me guys, what is the change you see in the data here?
So first one is January product
For
sales and the
Apple
second one
price
is
remaining same.
Apple price remains same. I understand. I keep it this way. What do you see next?
Dell and Acer
Acer is
same.
also same. Now, what is the difference you see here?
Asus and Dell increasing. Yes, sir.
Right. Right.
Asus
What do you
is
see here? These are the two old and these are the two new. Correct? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
So ultimately, if I look forward to have a product knowledge, what I see in the month of February, right? Let's say I want to compare the month of February. What I see in the month of February has come from this above data. Your January remains same. Correct? Your Acer remains same for February. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
Your Dell value has been changed in February. Your Asus value has been changed in the February. Now in February, there are two new products came in, and from January, you had two products which was already there in the market, which has not been changed or updated in the month of February. So ultimately, how many products you have in the month of February compared to January and February together? 8. Now let's do this here. When you go for updating this data set, you will say proc sort data, both the tables. What is the common field? The common field name is what? Product.
Product and
Right. I'll go for doing this program for February as well. When I run this too, I can see it has been updated. Data. I go for product price, update. What I write here? Update statement with what?
This.
This and to this. By what? The field name is product and say run. Proc print data is equal to what? You will go for this data set now. You know what output will come now, guys, everyone? Did you see this?
Right.
Did you see this?
yes, sir.
It is taking all the updated price for what? 2020 February and 2020 January, whatever was there, not in February, is going to bring in. This is how you get the updated value. Imagine my update statement is not there. How will you get the same result? You will first go for making it as a left null, then you go for right join, then you go for appending this left null to get this final output. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But we can use update statement in SAS to get this quickly as output as this. Does it make sense to everyone? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let's move to the next, which is called first dot, last dot, which is very, very important concept. Now let's do this first dot, last dot in our own way to present this. Okay. Let me create something for you guys. Player, country, and score. Okay. Player name is what? Sachin. Country name is what? UK. Australia. Which are the countries that play cricket? Sri Lanka. Then Pakistan. Tell me, guys.
England.
New Zealand.
Zimbabwe. Spelling of Zimbabwe, guys. Is it right? I don't remember, but anyways, Zimbabwe. England. The team name is England. Okay. New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now Sachin has scored something. These countries. Now we have a next player, which is Virat. Virat has scored something in these countries. Then we have next player, which is called Yuvraj. Right. Then the next player I want to give it Saurabh. Okay. How much they have scored totally, which is random between, let's say, 200 to 2000. They have scored somehow like this. Control C, paste special and say values. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, how will you go for creating a data set like this? First of all, you say data, players, score. How would you go for writing this? In file, cards, DSD DLM is equal to 09x.
Nice.
Input, player's name, which is character. Then you will say country, which is colon $15 dot. Then you have a score. Now you say cards. I'll copy all these informations to get my output over here. Is this clear now, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I'll say proc print and say run the program. Okay. Now let me tell you how first dot last dot works. If you say first dot player, if you say first dot player, and if you say last dot player, what does it mean? If it is Sachin, first dot player is 1, rest all are 0. Right? If it is Virat, first one is 1, rest all are 0. If it is Yuvraj, first one is 1, rest all are 0. If it is Saurabh, first one is 1, rest all are 0. In SAS, they calculate first dot means this. What is last dot? All are 0, only the last record is going to be 1. All are 0, only the last record is going to be 1. All are 0, and the last record is going to be 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and the last record is going to 1. Now, what is happening? If I have a data like this, if I go for making a filter saying my first dot as 1, what is going to take? It is taking the first record of Sachin, first record of Virat, first record of Yuvraj, first record of what? Saurabh. Where is the last dot 1? What will do here? It will take the last record of Sachin, Virat, Yuvraj, and Saurabh. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. When I say score, or I call this as total underscore score. What will I do here? I will say this is equal to this value, and definitely this plus this. If I do so, I get my, what is happening here? Ultimately, the cumulative sum which is ending, it is what? It is the total score of the player. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the total score of the player. Correct? But this is called cumulative sum. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's do understand what is happening. When you say after this, select last dot player equal to 1, you're actually selecting the total score of each player. Total score of each player selecting here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's do this example over here. First of all, you have to say proc sort data is equal to player score. You want to sort the data by what? By the column name is player name. If you run this program, what is it happening? It's saying Sachin, then Saurabh, then Virat. It is sorted by player's name. Now, I take this table, I say data version 1, set this table by player's name. I will say if first dot player's name. I'll say if first dot player's name, then do. How will you do this? Then do your total score is equal to 0. End. Then you will initiate total score plus score, and you will say run. Now you can say proc print data is equal to player score version 1. So I'll tell you what is happening, guys. When you say first dot 1, starting from the first, your total score is 0, then 0 plus the score. Ultimately, your output will come this way. So when you say total score is 0, 0 plus score, which is going to 11, 0 plus 1157 is 1157 plus 1495 is 2652 plus 536 is 3188 plus 739 is going to 3927 plus 793 is 4720 plus 752 is going to 5472. So this is how you get this output. Sachin's, Saurabh's total, Virat's total, and you get Yuvraj's total also here. Does it make sense, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what will happen if you say immediately if last dot player's name and colon? If you want to select only the last, what will happen now? It is selecting the last part only. And what is confusing you? Country and the score. Now, if you say drop country and score, these two variables, ultimately you are seeing as what? Each player wise, what is the total score? Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir.
I can also see the same result writing here. PROC SQL select player name, comma, sum of score as total score from, right? Which is the table, guys? I can go to player score, group by player's name, right? Order by player's name. If I say quit, I also get the same result as this. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Everyone,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, there's something is very interesting to understand. From this table, when we say to get the cumulative sum, we don't have to use this. That's it. We get the cumulative sum here. Everyone, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. I hope you understand the use of first dot, last dot. Now let's do an example to make it more easy to understand. Imagine, guys, I take this table, I put it over here. Instead of player, I call this as student name. Instead of country, I put this as application, or let's say subject. In this, I change it to math, English, science, EVS, social studies, and computer. Now, these are the subject, and the score is given random between 10 to 100. Is this making sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
What I'm doing here, data student underscore performance. In file, cards, DSD, DLM is equal to 09x. Input, I go with student name, the subject. I must call this marks. Right? I use cards to copy this data and paste it out here. If I run this query, did I get my student performance? Yes or no? I got it here.
Yes, sir.
Now my question is, get me student wise total marks in base SAS and SAS SQL. So what you'll do first, base SAS. If you want to go for doing it in base SAS, first you will say PROC sort data is equal to dataset name by the variable name is
Student name.
student name. First you sort this. then data, student performance, version 1 set to this by student name. If first dot student name, then do total underscore marks is equal to 0, end, then total marks plus marks. If you say run, proc, print, and say run, what is happening? Is this clear? You got Sachin's total score, you got Virat's total score, you got Yuvraj's total score, everyone. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
You got the cumulative. But how do you select this last? Oh, why I got this error? The y variable not properly sorted. Okay, first you sort this, then run the program. It is coming perfectly now. Sachin, Saurabh, Virat, and Yuvraj, you get their total score if you select the last record of it. To get the last record, what will write here?
Yes,
If last dot student underscore name. When I say last dot student underscore name, it is selecting the last record, but what is confusing you? The subject and the marks. What will you do for this? You will
If
say
statement.
drop
Drop.
subject and marks. If you do that, did you get your output, guys? Everyone? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want to do that in SAS SQL, how do you do that? It's very simple. PROC SQL, select. What is the field name you want to take it first? Is the student name. What do I write here? Sum of marks as what? Total underscore marks. From what is the table name? My table name is student performance. What write here after this? You write group by of which field? Student name. Order by student name. And you will say quit. The moment you run the program, you get the same result. Everyone, yes or no?
Yes.
You know what? The best part of first dot and last dot, we can rank the subject from highest to lowest based on marks. You know how? You guys, do you know how? I'll do it here. I will do it here for you. This is fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Now you have,
Yes,
if you look at here, proc print data is equal to student performance, and you can say run. If you run this program, what you see? Each student wise marks are given here. Yes or no? But
Yes.
in this marks, I'll write what? Descending to what? Marks. We saw data, proc saw data this table, student name and marks in descending order. If I run this query, does it work? Does it work, guys? Everyone tell me. Student, marks in descending order, student, marks in descending order, student, marks in descending order. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'll do here? First the student name, I'll say rank. Rank is equal to 0. What will I write here? Rank plus 1. That's it. If I do that, I got the student ranking. I can say Sachin, the highest ranking subject name is English, followed by science and social studies. Subject, then Saurav is highest scoring subject name is science, then social studies, then mathematics. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
How first dot last dot can help you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the challenge will happen when you have equal number of score. What does it mean? It means if you have this table, right? There is a challenge when we have same score by subject. If you go same score by subject, let's say she has scored 84 in science also. Here she has scored 97 in science. No, not here. She has scored, let's say, 37 in computer also. Now Saurav has scored English also 60. Is this clear?
Yes,
You
sir.
run this query. You get the output is coming. Go back to this output. Print this now. You see the output is coming this way, which is 84, 84 is coming. Now you go for sorting this data set, descending by marks. When you run this, 84, 84 is coming. Now, when I go for applying this code is going to give me the result like this. Is it right? 1, 2. It should be coming 1, 1. Yes or no?
1, 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is the ranking same?
No.
No, sir.
So that means we cannot use, though I understand, we can use first dot, last dot to create the first dot to create the ranking, but is the right approach?
No, sir.
Getting ranking using first dot is not suggested. So what will you do for this? We will use PROC rank. Are you getting this, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will understand how we can go for using PROC rank for this. So let me start here. For getting this into PROC rank, first of all, what we have to do, we have to sort the data set where we have to take it as student name descending as a marks. Then we have to write here PROC rank data is equal to dataset name. Now you have to use descending out is equal to, let's say, I call this as rank. Where is what? The field name is marks. Then I'll say ranks. I'll call this ranking marks. I use a statement called ranks as ranking marks. Then by the field name is student underscore name. And I say run. If I run this, what will happen? I can see proc print data is equal to the new data set is created called performance rank here. Also, what is happening? I'll give one more example also. Ultimately, what is happening here? It is reading this as what? If you're using ranking, 1.5, 1.5, 3, 4, 4.05. Does it make sense? Again,
No, sir.
no, it is not making sense. What will do here? Whom will you ask now? Chart mama. SAS PROC rank with dense ranking method. Look at here. It's saying here, what will you write here, the program? What will you write the program here? You will be writing here this one, right? So it's saying write the same program as per this changing. Out is equal to this. You have to use ties. Instead of this, you'll use called ties low and call this as descending. Variable as what? Marks. You'll use a function ranks called dense rank or something called. So anyways, you just go by this. Now see what is happening. If I run this program, does it work now? Does it
Yes.
work, guys?
Yes, sir.
It is working, but where is the confusion is coming? The confusion is coming as 1, 1, and 3, right? So you can say this above program is not solving with next highest order where values are same. So what is that is going to create here? Still thinking, is there anything that SAS can offer? Clarifying ranking behavior, searching. Oh, it is going to give you something like this. It is giving hell lot of program. Can you see this?
Yes.
So which is very, very confusing. You can leave this now. Yes, that could be a challenge. We should remember, even if we go for creating as dense ranking as ties as low descending, still it is not going to get you the right result. But there is a way to get this. Okay. So now guys, we have completed PROC ranking. What we'll do here, we'll start with loops and arrays. Would you like to go for one more example with PROC ranking? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's do this example here. This example, something which you need to answer. I create table, PROC SQL, select state underscore code, comma, company, comma, count of customer underscore ID as subscribers from day 3 dot made underscore 2025, group by 1, comma 2, order by 1, comma 2, and say quit. I can say PROC SQL, create table, made underscore summary as this. When I run this program, what is happening? You got state code company wise, count of customer. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, get state code wise customer base in ranking by the company name. How do you go for doing that? Table is given to you. What do you do first? PROC sort data. Data is equal to what?
Made summary.
Made summary. By what? State underscore code.
Code.
Descending is what? Subscribers.
Okay.
If you run this program, if you say PROC print data is equal to dataset name is made summary. If you run this, what is it happening guys here? It's saying is state code wise subscriber base in descending order. But there are somewhere the subscriber base is same, the count of subscribers same. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How would you
Yes.
give this rate ranking here followed by this? Tell me what will you change? PROC rank data is equal to what?
Made summary.
Right? Will you go for this? We'll go for this one. This one made summary. What will change here? Out is equal to call rank.
Made summary.
Where is equal to what? Subscriber base.
Sub.
Ranking. Subscriber. Name is what? State underscore code. If you call this table now, does it give you the right output? Everyone, is this creating the
Yes, sir.
ranking for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What happens here? 6, 6, and 8.
Eight.
Now, how to overcome this? There is a method to do that, but not here. It is going to be quite confusing for you. Okay, so guys, I hope you understand about your base SAS programming. Now we'll start with the loops and the arrays. So let's understand how looping works when you talk about SAS, right? So for example, if I say data xyg do I is equal to 1 to 10, and every do statement it ends with end statement. Then I do run. When I say proc print data is equal to xyg, what is happening? You can see the output is coming 11. The looping is ending from 1 to 10, giving the next output as 11. But when we write this program, in between do, if we write output. You know what, guys? This is the way we write the program, right? We write output this way. Now, if you run this program, no, you can write anyways, but if you write output like this, what is happening? It's going to give you 1 to 10 here. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, this is what we call this, how the looping works in SAS and what is the importance of output. Now, let's say I want to create an expression within this output. What is the expression I want to create here? I want to create, let's say, num is equal to I into 2. This I you want to multiply by 2. And I'm writing num outside the end. When I run this program, does it get me any output?
No, sir.
No. What will it do here? In this case, I must write inside this do statement. If I do so, what is happening out here? It is calculating 1 to 0, 2 to 2, 3 to 4. It is all coming this way. Is it making sense to you guys, everyone?
Yes.
No. Why it is happening? Because this num should not be coming after output. It should be coming before output. If you run this is called SAS, it's a batch processing. SAS runs each stepwise. Okay. Now, if you run this program here, does it give me the right output? Yes, it is giving me the right output now. Did you understand
Yes.
how the SAS programming is processed through batch? Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
The expression should be happening before output after do statement. How these do statements working? Imagine I want to create data XYG, do 1 to 100. Then I write output, I write end, I write run, I say proc print data is equal to XYG, and I say run. What is happening? It is going to print. Oh, I got some error. Why I got the error? Check it out. Do you have to write what? I is equal to 1. I forgot to write that. If I run this program, did I get the output of 1 to 100? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? You know what? When I write this, I can also write by 10. What will happen here? It'll give me 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 91. It is given step by of this. Now, if I say I want to go for looping from 100 to 1 by minus 10, what will happen here? It will give me loop backward 100 to 90 to 80 to this. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is called looping backward. This is called looping forward. This is called looping series values. This is called looping with expression. And the above one is called looping by example. Does it make sense to all of you guys how looping works? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Looping by example, looping with expression, looping series values, looping forward, looping backward. Now, what is the next thing you want to do it here? We want to understand looping with calculation. What does it mean? I'll open an Excel file. Ram to Dev, given 100 rupees for 3 years at 10% rate of interest. Now, calculate the principal and interest amount. How do you calculate? How do you calculate, guys? You calculate by writing capital is equal to 100. Interest is equal to 0.10. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Year 1, you will get capital plus capital into interest. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, year 2, you will get as what? Your capital plus bracket start this into rate of interest, which is 220. Are you getting this, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Year 3, you will be getting as what? This plus bracket start this into the rate of interest, which is coming to 110, 120. This is going to be this plus this into rate of interest.
Here we have added a
Okay.
capital.
Okay. Now, did you understand, guys, how the values are coming? Everyone? Right? So ultimately, your principal principal is how much? 133 minus 100. Yes or no? So sorry. How much your principal is going to be? How much principal is going to be, guys, here? How much you're paying extra? 100. Your principal is 100. Your interest amount, which is given as what? This minus the principal amount, which is 33. Are you getting this? Are you getting this, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right? Now let's calculate this in SAS. I will say capital investment, data capital investment, where you are going for capital is equal to 100, interest is equal to 0.10, do year is equal to 1, 2, 3 years. How do you want to calculate, guys? How do you calculate here, guys? You will say capital plus
Capital into
Capital
interest.
into
capital into
Interest.
interest. You will use what? Output. Then you will say end to run. PROC print data is equal to capital investment. If you run this program, what is happening? Does it come 133.10, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it same as what Excel file is coming?
Yes, sir.
Now I'll show you something very interesting story, guys. Normally I tell this to everyone. This is something I'm going to tell you. Remember this. It is lifetime work will happen. Now I want to go for, I decided that Ravi is a graduate who recently got a job of 12 LPA package, right? Where his take home salary will be 95K per month. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ravi decided to keep 50K savings into his bank, where bank has promised a minimum interest of 8%. Is this clear now? How much bank has decided? How much bank has promised? 8% rate of interest, right? So I say data Ravi investment. Is this clear now? Now I'll go for Ravi investment. What is the capital for him?
50K.
50K, right? What is the interest?
8%.
0.08. Now Ravi wants to do this for 10 years. Do year is equal to 1 to 10 years. End, right? Run. In between you write what? Output. Before output, what will do here? We'll do a calculation. What is the calculation you want to do it here? You will say capital plus 50,000. Every year he has to put what? Capital plus. How much you want to put these guys here? Capital plus 50,000. How the capital is going to calculate? Capital plus, it is going to be capital into interest. Yes or no, everyone? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Now, PROC print data is equal to Ravi investment. Logically, guys, how much Ravi is putting in the bank now? 5 lakhs, 10 years? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You want to see the magic? You want to open a thought process? You want to know what real time happens in the bank? See the magic here coming. How much this 5 lakhs has coming? How much this 5 lakhs is coming,
8
guys?
lakh.
98.
So he's starting with what? Capital plus 50,000. No, you just have to comment this out. It's not required. Keep it this way. Run this program. How much is going to get now? 7 lakhs 82,000. Are you getting this? Are you getting this, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
You can put here investment is what? 50,000 for what? Every year. On this investment of 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, his rate of interest 8% cumulation is happening to 7,82,000. Are you getting this, guys? After 5 years, what is happening to his money?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is how we go for calculations about investment. Now, somebody says that I have 50 lakhs. How much? 50 lakhs. Now I want to invest this for going to be next 10 years. How much I want to invest here? So it is, let's say, I want to do this here, capital plus capital rate of interest, which is 5 lakhs for next 10 years. If I do this, what is happening? The 50 lakhs is going to become as 54 lakhs. After 10 years, this 50 lakhs, what I invested today, it is becoming 1.07 crore. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes.
If I'm investing 50 lakhs today in the bank with rate of interest is 8%, I will not think about my 50 lakhs for next 10 years. This amount will become as 1.07 crore. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, guys, we'll talk about do until and do while. Okay. Do until and do while. What does it mean? For example, I want to go for data invest. How will I invest? I said do year is equal to 1, 2, 30 until my capital is becoming greater or equal to 3 crore. Is that okay? I made a threshold for myself that I want to invest for 30 years until my capital becomes 3 crore. Is this clear now, guys? What I did here, I invested capital plus every year I put 3 lakhs. I made a saving of, let's say, 3 lakhs. Or maybe I save around 10 lakhs. Okay. Now, what is happening? I'm expecting my capital will come capital plus capital into, let's say, 0.10, 10% rate of interest. I promise that this is going to be my return. Right? If you're investing money into real estate, you can get more than 15, 20% also. I'm giving this example where you're saying, I'm saying until my capital becomes 3 crore, I want to put 10 lakhs in the bank and I'm running this loop for 30 years. When I run this loop, what is happening because of do until, on 14th year, my amount has cumulative 10% rate of interest compounded by 3 crore. Now the loop stop, bank will say no further investment required. Your deposited money has crossed 3 crore. Now you can come and withdraw your money. This is where if you're putting 10 lakhs in a year for 10, 14 years, your 10 lakhs with 10% rate of interest, it'll become 3 crore. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? So did you understand how do until is working? Do until is going to create a condition. When the condition meets, stop the loop. Now, same way, how do while is working? The same condition you give it here, but you will write here do while. That's it. Where your capital is less or equal to becoming 3 crores. Are you getting this, guys, everyone? Are you getting this? So I'm saying here, give it as year plus 1. Run this loop for me. When I run this loop, it is stopped at 14 years. Your investment has reached to 3 crore. First year, 10 lakhs, 10% become 1,10,000. Second year, 1,10,000 plus 10 lakhs at 11 lakhs plus 10 lakhs, which is becoming as 21 lakhs. Then rate of interest for 10%, which is becoming 23.1, 23 lakhs 10,000. This is how your compounded interest is coming to this. So this is why we use do until and do while to breaking the loop. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? Guys, are you able to understand what I'm saying here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now we will be heading for your arrays. Now let's understand how to work with the arrays part. Now SAS arrays is quite interesting. Now let's understand how SAS arrays normally works. Let's say I created a dataset here. Can you see the dataset, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
What is happening in datasets? There are some character values are missing. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
There are some numeric values are missing. Can you see this? Got it? Numeric values missing means dot. Character value missing means blank. Clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, what is happening here in this data? I want to replace all the character missing to NA or missing all the numeric missing to 0. How will I do this? Now, for doing this, what will you do here? We'll learn a loop for this. What loop will do? You want to do business wants to replace the data set missing with character values as n-a and missing numeric values as 0. So you do not know how many variables in my data set, which is character and numeric. You don't have any idea. Maybe you have a data set having hundreds or thousands of variables. You don't have to vary. How are you doing this? Data made store, set as made store. You can use array is a statement. Num is the array name. Take underscore numeric underscore. What does it mean? It will take all the numeric variables. Do over the variable name is num. If num is equal to dot, then you want to call num is equal to 0 and say end. This is the first syntax you'll write. Same way, array char. Char means you'll take all the character variables. How will you write that? Underscore character underscore. You write here do over char. What do you want to do over char? If char is blank, then char is n-a and n. You will say run the statement and say proc print data is equal to made store. Right? When you run this program, what is happening here? Wherever the character values are missing, it's saying NA. Wherever the numeric values are missing, saying 0. Does it make sense to all?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
I'll give another example of array. Let's say I have taken this data set. Let's say I have taken this data set. Okay. I put a random between 100 to 1000. Control C, paste spatial and say values. Right. What we'll do here, I go for creating, let's say array for column expressions. What is that? Data prod underscore cells. In file cards DSD DLM is equal to 09x. I write input call all this field name. Right? India, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan. Use cards. You can say proc print data is equal to prod cells. If you run this program, what is happening? Your output is coming. Now, what I have to do, guys, here is that I want to go for adding 100 to all these values from India to Australia, whatever the sales is happening, I want to add 100 to all. How will I go for doing this? You remember in Excel, I showed you something. If I have this, I want to add 100, I will write 100, copy this 100, I'll select this, right click, paste spatial values and operation by adding 100. Can you see 100 has been added to all? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
If I say I want to multiply 100 to all, what will I do now? I'll copy this 100, select this range, paste spatial values, and I'll say multiply. 100 has been multiplied to all. Everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How to do this? In the SAS programming, we will do that in array. Data prod cells by add. I write this way, add, set as this. If I want to go for creating an array here, I will say array, and I want to give the name for this array. I will say array, I will say sum all, right? By what? 100. This is my array name. How many elements I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elements. And how these elements are starting with? It's starting with India, ending with Australia. Now I'll say do I is equal to 1 to 6, where I will create here, you will be calling this sum all 100 with I, right? Where you want to call this should be added with 100. Now I will say end, and I will say run. Proc print data is equal to prod cells add. Or maybe I don't say 100 is confusion. I call this add all, and I call this here add all to 100. Add all is for all these elements. Now add all I means 1 to 6, it is going to add it 100. If I run this program, what is it happening now, guys? Oh, I got some error. Alphabetically prefix for this, it is not going to take us this. So what will you do? How to make this correct? Make it double hyphen. Let's see if it is working. Does it work now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Is 100 added to all? 298,507. 100 added. How much is 607, 398? Yes or no? What
Yes,
is
sir.
getting you confused? I. What will write here? Drop I. This is how you get the output for 100 has been added to all. If I want to say multiply 100, what will I do now, guys? Here, tell me in this program. I can say multiply 100. And this multiply 100, what will do here? Star. If you run this, what will happen? 100 has been multiplied to all, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Now, still, imagine we don't know how many variables are there. See what is happening, guys, here? I know 6 variables, I can easily give that. But what if I don't know how many variables are there? What will I do now? If you do not know how many variables are there, what will you do here? Let's say I call this as add all. In this, I will write star, which will take underscore numeric underscore. Now, you will say add all I. You will say add all with 100. But do I to, you will use the function called dim, and in the dim, you have to take all these add all variables, the count. Is this clear now, guys? What I'm doing here? I don't
Yes.
know how many numeric variables are there. If I do so, I can say add. If I run this query, I can see 100 has been added to all. If I select the same thing, if I say subtract and I write here sub all, I will be calling this into this, and I'll call this to this. So what will happen? 100 has been subtracted to all. Is it happen so, guys? No, it is not happen because I have to write minus. Does it work?
Yes, sir.
If you say, I want to multiply 100 to all, what will do here? You write mult all. You just write a star here. Is multiplication is happen to all? Now
Yes,
this
sir.
is an interview question. How to get array automated count? We have to calculate by star underscore num underscore dim I want to number of numeric variables, which is going to dim dimension function to all numeric variables. It's going to, if you have 200 variables, it is automatically going to calculate that. Now let's do another example here. What I'll do here, guys, let's say I have a table like this, right? In this table, I put something in between as a category, as called laptop. I put this is called demarks, or let's say comment as good. So tell me, guys, in this data set now, how many variables you have? How many variables you have in this data set?
9.
How many numeric variables you have?
6.
So
6.
let's take this data set and do it here. I will be going for this data set, right? Prod cells, new. I take all these variables name now. Guys, this is very powerful SAS array in real time, which normally any other programming language will afraid to do. I can show you the kind of things what SAS array can do. Other programming language will not be able to do this that easily the way it is happening out here. Now look at here. Comments are going to what? Character. Category is going to what? Character. Now I'll put the data. Right. I run this data set here. What is happening? You got this output here, everyone. Now we want to add 100 to all the numeric variables. How to write this? Data. Let's say I call this add. Set as what? Prod cells new. Array. I call add all. What I'll write here? Star. Taking as what? Yes or no, guys? Everyone. Do.
Yes.
I is equal to what? 1, 2. Dim. What will you take here?
Speed.
Is this clear?
It became dumb, sir. Yeah.
Sorry?
Dim takes DOM.
DIM.
Okay. What will you do here? You write this with what? I. As what? This I should be added by 100. And you will say n, and we know we have to drop I, and we have to say run. We'll say proc print data is equal to prod cells add. Now let's see what is happening. Does it really work? What I said you now? Check it out. Does it work, guys, here? Everyone. Is it added to the numeric variable only? Check it. 298, 507, 162. 100 has been added. What's the output? 398, 607, 1262. Is it happening?
Yes, sir.
Did you see what SAS can do? Everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Now, the remaining two part, SAS summary, SAS chat, I'll be putting that into SAS macro class.